I'm still mentally processing what happened Sunday night, so forgive me. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel once again. My name is Jay Pulim. I hope you're doing amazing, because I am. As you can see by the title, this is my very first official story time. I have a story for you guys about my Essence Fest New Orleans 2017 Day 3 concert series experience. And so much happened leading up to it that I gotta tell you guys. Just to preface a couple things. I have never been to a concert. I have never been to a concert. I've been to a couple like homecoming things at my school, a couple live performances, but never like a stadium, get a ticket in advance, plan in advance, travel to big name artists, like A-lister artist concert. So I've never been to a concert. Number 2, as you guys saw from my last video, which was about a month ago, sorry about that. As you guys saw from my very last video, I am in New Orleans, Louisiana for an internship that I will be in. So I'll be here until the end of July. Today's July 4th. Happy 4th. So today's July 1st. I'll be here until the end of July, beginning of August. Third thing, if you have never heard of Essence Fest or Essence Magazine, essentially it's just a magazine that I'm like 90% sure is black owned, which is good. And outside of the magazine, they are their own brand, which like promotes like healthy lifestyle, natural hair, food, entertainment, TV, television, film, music, of course, things like that. And every year, Essence Magazine and Essence, like the brand, host a convention type thing here in New Orleans, Louisiana, that's called Essence Fest or Essence Festival. And basically, like the 5 big things that it promotes are like health and like natural hair, entertainment, music, food, fashion, things like that. And there are a lot of really prominent black celebrities, bloggers, fashion enthusiasts, filmmakers, writers, producers, just a lot of really influential people that come to New Orleans, Louisiana for Essence Fest. Being like Yara Shahidi was here, a few cast from the Orange is the New Black were here, Issa Rae from Insecure was here, Brandy was here, just to name a couple people that were here for Essence Fest. And I knew, before I came to New Orleans, I knew Essence Fest was happening this summer. I wasn't sure if I wanted to go or not, but I just didn't know anything about how to get a ticket or like how to plan ahead. So it happened on this past weekend, so it started Friday morning and ended Sunday night. So a lot of people got here Thursday evening so they could get the full experience. I've been here, so the Convention Center and the Mercedes Superdome, which is where the concerts were held, are about like a 15 or so minute, a 10 to 15 minute Uber drive from where I live, which is Loyola University for the summer. So I had access to get there. I just wasn't like quite sure like how to get a ticket or anything like that. Come to find out that the Convention Center, which is where all like the vendors, where the panels, where like the different like partner organizations with Essence have their booths up, and like tons and tons and tons of people come to the Convention Center, which is completely free to the public. I found this out, and I was gonna go Saturday with a friend, but we ended up not going. And then Sunday rolled around, it was the last day, and I was like feeling a little bit down, a little bit bored. I was just in my dorm. So I was like, okay, we're not gonna sit in our dorm all day. Where I like put on my favorite outfit, took a shower, charged my phone, and then I called an Uber to get me and take me to the Convention Center, which was completely free, and the concert tickets is what you would have to pay for. I get to the Convention Center, it's like huge, like way bigger than what I thought it was going to be. So like MTV was there, Essence of course was there, Google and Walmart were there, Shea Moisture and Cantu were there, just to name like a couple brands that partnered with Essence Magazine and Essence to be part of the festival. So like there's tons of people, tons of food, tons of booths, tons of vendors, tons of like activities you could do. There was like, I know a couple days, like maybe Friday or Saturday, they were like screening Insecure, which is Issa Rae's her show for HBO. They were like doing screenings of like TV and film, and like MTV was there filming. Essence Magazine had their like press people there, and Shea Moisture and like a lot of other like natural hair brands and things like that were also there promoting Essence Fest, just being a part of like the magic that is like black people. Everyone there was like so beautiful. Everyone there was like so, we were just like a hub, and like a hub of culture and just it was so fun to be around like that environment. And that was like something I definitely want to come back to next year if I can. Essence Fest, it's definitely just like this huge production that they are able to like let the convention center be free, and then like you pay for different things inside. So like you want to buy something from like one of the like the hair brands or the makeup brands or food, or like pay for a screening or something, you can do that as well. So that was cool, and I came to the convention center on Sunday afternoon. It was around like 4. Like I hadn't even like officially decided I was gonna go to about 3:30. I left my dorm like, I don't even remember what time I left my dorm, but I got there, it was about 4:15. So I'm like walking around, just perusing, just being part of the crowds, listening on a couple panels. And I had been at the convention center for like maybe 20 or 30 minutes before everything happened. I was just like maybe made a lap around like this, seriously, this huge convention center where everything was. So that was really cool. I got to see a lot of just like natural hair brands, a lot of like film and TV, and like just so many, when I tell you so many people were there, so many like photographers and bloggers. I met Brandy, I took a picture with her, so that was awesome. Just like so many people, like some of the cast from like Dear White people were there, and just like it was a ton of people. Essence has like a lot of different hands and feet and a lot of different organizations that were all there to promote Essence Fest, and it was amazing. Just being there for the short time I was at the convention center was amazing. So during the day, they have tons and tons of like panels lined up, and people on stages, and there's like so many different stages where there's like people are modeling clothes or having a panel discussion or like doing like a live demonstration of something. So that was really fun to see. But I got there towards the end of the day, so I got there like 4:30. When things were like kind of starting to wrap up, a couple of vendors were packing up, and I really wanted to go to the Shea Moisture booth, but they were also packing up as well. They were giving away like free samples and stuff. But so the most important thing, or like one of the really huge things that happened that day, was that I met a YouTuber and a vlogger who I follow, who we've swapped messages with a couple times. I really love his work. His name is, on YouTube, his name is Will on a Whim. If you are a male and you have natural hair, you're like trying to grow yours, I'm sure you've seen some of his videos. He's an amazing just person in general. He was super nice, just like super nice. I'll link his channel in the description box below. But like we knew who each other were just through like social media. I wasn't really expecting to meet him. I knew he was coming, I just wasn't expecting to meet him. What happened next is I'm standing like next to one of the stages watching like the beginning of the panel starting, and I'm like just in my own head, just like thinking, like watching, being a part of everything. And then I look to my left, and Will is standing like right here, and it was like we both looked at each other at the same time, and then I was like, and then he was like, then I was like, you're, and he's like, yeah, and we were both like shook for like a really good minute or two. He's a Shea Moisture ambassador, so he was working with them for like some Friday through like Sunday morning, I think. He was super nice, and I was like, we were just talking, we were walking around, we were talking, and then he brings up, he asked me, are you going to the concerts later? So like I said, I was just there for like pretty much the free stuff. I'm broke, I didn't get a concert ticket. So I said no, and then he was like, do you want to? I was like, yeah. So him working with Shea Moisture, they gave them some free tickets. They had like free tickets to like really good seats at the Mercedes Superdome, which is where it's in walking distance from the convention center. And they had free tickets, and I was like, sure, yeah, I want to go. So he's like, okay, I'll go get you a ticket. And they had like extras left over. So me and him walk over to the Shea Moisture booth, and they were there. Like people were there, but they were like kind of wrapping up. There weren't that many like people just there. So like I randomly met like the CEO of Shea Moisture and his daughters, just casually. They were just there. And so Will asks one of them if they have any more tickets left over. They're like, yeah, sure. So he gets 2, one for me and one for him. And so he like says, here's your ticket. And I was like, because I literally did not decide to go to the convention center until like an hour before. Then I had only been there for like 20 or 30 minutes. So this was great. I like met someone who I like really respect on social media. He's doing a lot of great things. And then he gives me a free ticket to the concerts that night. And so by that time, we're like walking, we stay there for a little bit longer, and we start walking to the Superdome because the concert started at 6, which I didn't know. So we're walking, we get to the Superdome, we find our seats. So the way it was set up was there's like the main stage, and then there's like 4, they would call them like super lounges. So the main stage is like a traditional like stadium concert setting. So there's like a bunch of different levels, and then the main stage on the floor. And then the super lounges, however, where you're standing up, but you can get so close to the stage and the performers. And so I saw this. I had never been to a concert. This was my like introduction to like concert culture, and like I'm still reeling about what happened. So I think all the concerts and everything started at 6. So we went and found our seats on the main stage because that's where Solange and Chance the Rapper were going to come on later on. The way it was set up there was like each of the performers that were in the super lounges had like 45 minutes to an hour, give or take, what time slot they had, where they would just perform and like get really engaged with the crowd. So the first concert, the first like super lounge performance that I saw was Chloe and Halle. If you don't know them, look them up. They're like Beyonce approved. They're just like these 2 beautiful black girls. They have like really long locks, and just like I've literally watched them on YouTube perform music since I was like in the 6th grade, and seeing them just like how far they've come along is so amazing. They're beautiful, they're great. Their skin was like so moisturized. They were just 2 carefree black girls playing music and like really engaging with the crowd, and that was amazing to see. That was the first show that I saw that night. The second show that we went to that was in a different super lounge was Elle Varner, and like if you haven't heard Elle Varner sing, period, you should. If you haven't heard her sing live, you should. She's just an amazing performer. Like her dancing, her vocals, her makeup, her outfits, her hair was amazing. So we saw her, we saw June's Diary, which was phenomenal. We got there late. We were there late to June's Diary. We came like halfway through their performance, and then Elle Varner came. She was the last time slot for that super lounge. I don't remember the time slots. I know Solange. I'll get to that in a second. So we saw in the super lounges we saw Chloe and Halle, Elle Varner, June's Diary, someone who I'm forgetting, Dorsey, something like that. So we saw 4 performances in the super lounges, and then everyone had a time slot, and then on the main stage I saw Solange perform songs from A Seat at the Table, and I'm still trying to figure out if this was real or not, because this all was like super spontaneous. Solange came on the main stage at 8:30, I think, and was just beautiful, was free, got the crowd really involved, and I was just like, I was literally crying when she did Cranes in the Sky. She did Cranes in the Sky, she did FUBU, she did Don't Touch My Hair. It was just completely phenomenal. Like, my gosh, she did like half A Seat at the Table, and then like a song from one of her old albums, I forget which one. So that was great. And then we did a couple, I think in the order it went, it was like super lounge performance, Solange, super lounge performance, and then Chance the Rapper comes on at 11:30, and like I was a Chance fan, now I am a Chance stan. Let me tell you, his concert, his music, his performance was phenomenal, just like completely phenomenal. Just amazing performance, amazing vocals, just amazing, period. So that ended. We left a little bit before Chance finished just to meet the crowds outside. And then this whole time it's me and Will and 3 of his friends. One of them, who's also a YouTube vlogger, name is Esther Lauren. I'll link her in the description box below. Super great, super nice. Everyone was great. So then after the concerts, we left the Superdome. We took an Uber. There were like 5 of us. So yeah, there were 5 of us squeezed into an Uber and went to Jackson Square. If you haven't been to Cafe Du Monde, it's part of like New Orleans culture. We had beignets and coffee, and then I took an Uber back to my dorm at like 2 o'clock in the morning. And all of this is just like reeling in my head, and I was doing the absolute most on Snapchat, on Instagram, on everything. I was doing the absolute most. But I don't care. I saved the entire story. I saved all the stories. It was great. And then I think I put on my Instagram and my Snapchat that I would tell everyone how the whole story happened, how the whole night happened soon. And I woke up Monday morning. This was Sunday night. So I woke up Monday morning to like all these Snapchat messages, all these text messages saying like, what happened, what happened, what happened? And this is that was my introduction to like being at a concert. I'd never been to one before. I also never been to Essence Fest before, and it was amazing. Like seriously amazing. If you haven't seen Solange live, do it. Just do it. Find a way to do it. If you haven't seen Chance the Rapper live, do it. Bless yourself. Do it. I'm good for the rest of my life, honestly. If you haven't seen Chloe and Halle live either, go do it. They're phenomenal. They're just two carefree black girls just doing their thing, and it's amazing. I'm still in the afterglow and the aftershock of it all. My ticket is on my desk upstairs. That's how I spent my weekend, or like the very end of my weekend. And yeah, guys, so that is my story time. That was my Essence Fest Day 3 concert series experience. That was my first time at a concert, seeing Solange, seeing Chance, seeing everybody. Everyone did amazing. Whew. My God. So yeah, I was literally like this the entire night. Because I just could not believe that A, I met one of my favorite YouTubers ever. I met Will. B, I got to be at Essence Fest. C, I got a free ticket to the concerts. And when we got to our seats, so when we saw Solange, we sat on our seats. We were on the first level. Like, I didn't even have to. I looked at the screens a lot. I didn't have to because I could see the stage. I could see her and Chance. It was great. So we weren't on the floor. We were on like the very first level. And the Mercedes Superdome is like 6 levels, and we were on the very first one. And that would like made it even better. Same thing with Chance. And just like, it was all amazing. It was all great. Definitely a highlight of my summer. And yeah, so that was my story time, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will post my series of Snapchats and Instagram stories at the very end of this video, so you guys can see what I was doing Sunday night. Thank you guys for watching. Once again, my name is Jay Pulliam. I will link all my social media links in the description box below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.
Only one she loves as much as me is Jesus Christ. I got a vision, so I sing it for my mirror. You sing it too, but you never. Mine's a me, pin rock, sun drive, so side, and beat the